Hello guys, welcome to another episode of the Accounting Show. I'm your host Ochiko Akejibo and I go by the name Crypto Accountant. Interesting. I came up with the name in the last episode and I told you guys that this is what I'm going to be going with on this YouTube channel space. So tell me what you think about the name because I'm an accountant and crypto. Yeah, so tell me what you think on the comment section. If it's nice, throw it away. If you stick to it, you just let me know. So I want to say a big thank you to our sponsor, Apple Prime Properties. If you're not following them right now, follow them. That's if you're in Nigeria. You want to get a property, you want to sell the property, hit them up. Then they would actually get you something to your budget. So guys, if you're not following the channel, please like, comment, share, and also subscribe to this YouTube channel. That's how we get paid on the show. So guys, big thank you to all our likers, all our subscribers. Big ups to you guys. So let's move on straight to the business of the day. We're looking at the market. The market is pretty shaky today. It's been red all the way. We have 11,748 cryptos running through 405 exchanges. Coin market cap is sitting totally at $2 trillion. The 24-hour volume is sitting at $228,513,000,000, and Bitcoin is dominating the market, the crypto market, with 42.5%, while Ethereum is taking on 19.4%. So let's look at what has been happening to guys. You need to see this. This is all red. Like I said, it's been red. Bitcoin is down by 9%, Ethereum down by 12%, Cardano down by 13%, Bitcoin 15%. You know, let's not talk about Theta because that's a stable coin. Solana is pretty much doing well, over 8%. XRP down by 20.13%. But not to worry, guys. The market is going to bounce back before you know it. So let's go right straight to the business of the day. Let's go straight to the business of the day. Okay, so this is a cryptocurrency that is huge. This is a technology that is huge, and I want to talk about this. In my last video, I talked about quant and what quant is doing when it comes to interoperability of blockchain technologies. Now, there's another guy in the scene. He's like a sleeping giant, you know, but we're about to wake him up, if you know what I mean. I'm talking no other than Hbar. If you know what Hbar means, or if you don't know what Hbar means, here we go. So Hbar is what is called a proof of stake public distributed ledger. In other words, it is a proof of stake public blockchain network. And one key word about the Hbar network is they are providing an environment where trust can actually be upheld, where people who don't actually know themselves, who don't actually trust themselves, can actually transact and do businesses, whether be you are an individual or you are an enterprise. You can actually run your applications, you can actually run your business, your enterprise on the Hbar blockchain or the Hbar decentralized ledger without having any hitch, and you can actually achieve success while doing this. Hbar is pretty huge in terms of speed, because another key word about Hbar is they always hit on that word speed. They claim to be providing, they don't claim, they actually do it. You know, transactions which are run on the Hbar network is pretty much fast. If it isn't for anything, Hbar has got the speed. So guys, let's jump on it and see what Hbar is really about. Let's see if this thing scrolls up. Okay, so Hedera is owned and governed by the world's leading organizations. I'm talking Boeing, I'm talking Avery Dennison, I'm talking Chainlink Labs, I'm talking Dutch Telecom, I'm talking DLA Piper, EDF, Google, LG, IBM, you know, London School of Economics, Shinhan Bank, Nomura, you know, Standard Chartered Bank, Tata Communications, Zain, UCL, These guys run the world. It's big. Join a future built on trust. Hedera is the most used enterprise-grade public network for you to make your digital world exactly as it should be, yours. Hbar is the native energy efficient cryptocurrency of Hedera HASHGRAPH blockchain network that powers the decentralized economy. Whether you are a startup or an enterprise, a creator or consumer, Hedera goes beyond blockchain for developers to create the next era of fast, fair, and secure applications. That's what Hbar is in a nutshell. Hbar is one of the third generation public ledgers. Bitcoin pioneered decentralized infrastructure and Ethereum brought programmability. But earlier, proof of work blockchains consume massive amounts of energy and process transactions. That is why the Chinese government is actually cracking down on Bitcoin miners, because the amount of kilowatts which is being burnt while trying to, which is being consumed while trying to mine Bitcoin is pretty much intensive, and it is doing so much damage to our environment. So with Hbar is actually very environmental friendly. Where was I? But the earlier proof of work blockchains consume massive amounts of energy and process transactions slowly in order to achieve acceptable levels of security. Heavy bandwidth consumption by these technologies lead to expensive fees even for a simple cryptocurrency transaction. So that is one of the problems that the Hbar blockchain is solving. It is providing you transaction operations successfully with the most minimum transaction fees. The Hedera proof of stake block public network powered by HashGraph consensus achieves the highest grade of security possible with blazing fast transaction speeds and incredibly low bandwidth consumption. By combining high throughputs, low fees, and finality in seconds, Hedera leads the way for the future of public ledgers. Now, this is the most interesting part. So, I think in my next video, I'm going to be doing a comparison between the XRP and the XDC and Hbar, which is the Hedera HashGraph. So let's see who is the king of speed. Let's see who saves the most transaction cost, and let's see which is most timely. So now this table here says it all. Now, looking at the heading of the table, you can see first generation, second generation, then you can see Hbar, which is one of the third generation cryptocurrency blockchain network. So now for first generation you have Bitcoin, second generation you have Ethereum, and for the third generation you have Hbar. Now the first item we want to look about is the transactions per second, which is the TPS. Now for Bitcoin transactions to be carried out, you can see here that you can actually, for you to run a Bitcoin transaction, you can actually have only 3+ transactions per second, which means you can do 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4 amount of transactions per second. Now, for the Ethereum network, you can only run 12+ transactions per second on the Ethereum blockchain network. But coming here, I think for XDC, if you watch through my video, the video I did on XDC, I think the amount of transactions you could actually run on XDC, I think is 2,000 plus, per second. But what we have here, the Hedera blockchain network is showing us that we can actually run 10,000 plus transactions per second. That is mind-boggling, guys. This is a sleeping giant that would shake the world. Now let's look at the average fees per transaction. Now for Bitcoin, the transaction cost the transaction fee per transaction, is $22.57 to run a transaction successfully. That's for Bitcoin. Now for Ethereum, which is the second generation cryptocurrency, it costs $19.55 to actually run a transaction successfully. Now look at Hbar, which is the third generation blockchain network. It actually costs 0.0001. guys, it doesn't really take long for the whole world to adapt this. This is crazy. This is, you could see the amount of difference. This is huge. Imagine what this difference will do to your business. Why would you run your enterprise on the Ethereum network, you know, when it will actually cost you 19.55, or which the users of your blockchain would actually have to spend 19.5, which is approximately $20 per transaction on the Ethereum blockchain, when you can actually have your enterprise running on the Hbar network and it's costing you way less than $1. Doesn't make any sense. So this is the edge that Hedera HASHGRAPH has over the Bitcoin or the Ethereum and this other counterparts here. Transaction confirmation. This has to do with the time efficiency for a transaction to be confirmed. You know, for the first generation technology, which is Bitcoin, it takes about 10 to 60 minutes. Guys, you understand what I'm actually saying? You send Bitcoin to someone, it takes forever for this person to, the receiver, to receive the Bitcoin. That is living in the medieval era, you know. Now, coming forward to second generation, you have, it takes about 10 to 20 seconds for Ethereum to actually confirm a transaction to be successful. You guys will say pretty much, oh, that's pretty much fast. That's pretty much an advancement from what we had in the first generation. But fast forward to third generation, I'm talking Hbar, 3 to 5 seconds for transaction confirmation. This is crazy. Remember that you can have 20,000 plus transactions. Is that 20,000 or 10,000? Yeah, 10,000 plus transactions. Remember that it's going to take, you can run 10,000 plus transactions per second. Now, imagine that each of those 10,000 transactions running per second, it actually takes 3 to 5 seconds for each of them to be confirmed, completed. This is huge. Now, to the most, when it comes to cost, after cost, the next thing you want to talk about, the metric you still want to use after cost, is the energy consumption. Now, for Bitcoin, it takes about 885 kilowatts of energy to be burned for you to actually make a Bitcoin transaction. It takes about 102 kilowatts for you to actually, kilowatts of energy for you to actually move Ethereum transactions to be completed. Now look at Hbar. Hbar is 0.00017 kilowatts. Guys, this is, like they always say, the difference is clear. I think that's the slogan for a brand, consumer brand or something. Now, I don't need to say much. Now you guys have seen the power of Hbar. So guys, what do you need to do? Take advantage of Hedera's fast finality and low cost with APIs to access the public distributed ledger for common use cases. So for individuals, for investors, you want to invest in the Hbar network. For developers, you want to run your services and your enterprise on the Hbar network. So Hbar has everything that you need. I don't know what you think, but this is it. This is it right here. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be saying about Hbar. Let's look at the price action of Hbar quickly. Okay, so Hbar is sitting at 26 cents. This is a giant that is sleeping, and it's going to wake sooner or later. You don't want to be sleeping on a bicycle. You have to get your Hedera HASHGRAPH now, because I see Hedera doing $1 in the nearest days, in the nearest month. I think probably before the end of this bull run. I don't know, but I know that Hedera HASHGRAPH will be doing fantastically well. So guys, pretty much what I have to say for this video. Go get your Hedera HASHGRAPH if you can. Please do. So that's pretty much what I'm going to take in on this video. If you like any part of this video, or you like the whole part of the video, please like our video, and please subscribe once again to the Crypto Accountant page, YouTube channel, or better still, the Accountant Show channel, anyone you want to call it. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you, followers. Till I see you again in the next video. Bye for now.